Hi everyone, Nicholas here from Spare. In this video, we are honing in on improving accessibility and independence for riders. Recently, we made our trip planning and booking app Spare Rider available on any web browser with the same features as the app version. Now, you can empower riders to book trips easily on their own without a smartphone. Let's take a look at how it works and what's possible with it. But let me first pause here for a second and speak about why this release matters so much for the team at Spare in our mission of making every ride possible. Mobility, like running water or food, is a fundamental human need. It gives us freedom and enables connections. At Spare, we want to move the world so that mobility needs are consistently met. To meet this mission, we want to ensure mobility services from bookings to the actual trips are accessible for everyone. Making Spare Rider available on the web brings us one step closer to full accessibility. Now, say hi to Bob, a rider with a minor visual impairment who depends on transit to get around the city. She doesn't have a cell phone since her old flip phone is all she needs to have calls with family and friends. However, she doesn't have to miss out on the city's new on-demand paratransit service and using its convenient rides independently. Using her cell phone number for a one-time registration, she can book trips anytime from any web browser right after, whether those trips are on demand, same day, or scheduled in advance. Even more so, she can manage and adjust her trips, use her fare pass, set favorite locations, and so much more. She has the opportunity to have the same experience as her friend Klaus, who uses the app. Now, let's take a look at how it works. Firing up Spare Rider on my browser, I can fast and easily request a ride to my workplace, which I set earlier as a favorite location. It's essentially the same experience as a rider would have on the app. For the operations manager of a mobility or transit service, it's also rather easy to set up. And any changes made to the service, whether that's to the zone design, service hours, or the available supply, like adding Lyft to your mix of leads, will be recognized by the web version of Spare Rider in real time. And excuse me a little detour here, but I think that's valuable information for you too. But we at Spare, we recently published an integration and partnership with Lyft that allows you to seamlessly dispatch trips out to Lyft, which really helps you driving down cost per trips and at the same time the rider experience in terms of like on-time performance, overall travel time, wait times, and so on. But back to the topic at hand here. And now we are taking a look at Ctran, a medium-sized transit agency serving the Clark County in Washington, who uses Spare Rider's app and web version for their day-to-day operations. Ctran launched its MicroTranslate service called the Current at the beginning of the year as a replacement for dated dial-a-ride service. While many riders enjoyed switching over to Ctran's app, a certain proportion of the riders don't have a smartphone, and hence they depend on the web to manage their mobility needs independently. With both Spare Rider's app and web version and the introduction of MicroTranslate, Ctran got a few stops probably closer to full accessibility, which is the big picture vision of their service. Riders without a smartphone so no longer need to call in. They can instead book trips themselves. This is a much more delightful experience for the rider because they're independent. But it's also beneficial for you, transit agencies, because it reduces the demand on your call center, which is beneficial for your bottom line. With Spare Rider, customers of Spare can now provide self-serve booking options in an app and on the web as part of their subscription to Spare platform. And for little surcharge, they are even able to choose their branding and domain of choice. Thanks for listening, and hit us up if you'd like to join us on our journey to full accessibility. All the best, Nicholas.